Welcome back here to Channel 16's coverage of Sweeney Baseball here on Manchester Public Television. I'm Zach Johnston alongside Kyle Levy. Pleasure to be back with you again tonight as Sweeney takes on Weare post 65 after dropping game one 7-1. They will take on Chase Philbrick, who will be their starting pitcher, but Alex Rodriguez, sophomore now junior, going into his junior year at Manchester Memorial High School, will take the ball in game two for Sweeney Post. Leading off is Desmond Bogle. He'll take ball one. Gary Noyes heads behind the plate. Bogle will take ball one, and Alex comes set for his second pitch. Wanted it, didn't get enough plate.
Zach, we're starting this game actually a few minutes early compared to with the expected 7:30 time. First pitch, 7:21. So we'll see if we can get out of here somewhat early. But at the same time, these two teams battled it out through 7 innings.
Bogle to short, caught by Chris Rodriguez on a line for out number one. Some little help you out brother action as one out has been recorded.
Well, that was certainly a laser, but able to reach out and grab that. And now one down, and we'll see what the pitcher versus pitcher battle can do here.
If you remember how the Memorial Central game ended, it was a line out to Chris Rodriguez at third. So he loves catching line drives. One down for the starting pitcher, Chase Philbrick. Here is pitch number one. That gets away from Malone, ball one. New catcher, new third baseman for Sweeney as Isaiah Solis will play third. Take a look at the Sweeney Post defense from left to right. Timothy Evans, Will Sloper in center with Brendan Shipe starting in right field. Here's the 1-0. Gonna miss, and it's 2-0 to Philbrick in the infield, third to first. Isaiah Solis, Chris Rodriguez at short. Lennox Labiosa starts at second. Chris Elkins starts at first base. Mason Malone behind the plate doing the catching for Alex Rodriguez. No DH used by either team today. Right there for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Chase Philbrick. Two balls, 1 strike. That one hit well to center, but not having to move far. Sloper backing up. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Second out made. It'll bring up Aiden Williams.
Well, they're hitting the ball hard. It's just they've been hitting it right to a Sweeney Post player. And at the same time, for Alex Rodriguez, he doesn't mind if his defense does the work, if he's able to hit the zone pretty well. And now here we'll see what he can do against a left-handed hitter.
Here's the starting pitcher from game one. Aiden Williams will take a pitch that looked good, but not enough plate for strike. It'll be ball one. On the ground, jumping up and snow coning that is Alex to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down goes post 65 as Sweeney will have Timothy Evans, Alex Rodriguez, and Chris Rodriguez due up when we come back in the bottom of the first. Timothy Evans, the left fielder, will lead things off for Sweeney, taking care of the leadoff duties again in game two. He will face off against Chase Philbrick, who toes the hill for Weare. In the bottom of the first, ball one to Evans, and here we go.
Well, he had a big hit in the 7th inning, if I remember correctly, Zach, and that was just about a half hour ago. So we'll see if he can still remain hot with his bat.
That'll catch the corner, and it's 1-1. Philbrick, 1-1 coming. Backed out on what is right over the plate for strike two.
That was a major difference from velocity on the outside corner to that curve.
1 ball, 2 strikes coming. And he puts him away. Swing and a miss for out number 1.
So we're going to expect a lot of that, keeping the batter on their toes, not expecting a pitch. And with that, good way to start for Weare, who are looking to go back-to-back wins here.
Here's the pitcher, Alex Rodriguez. He'll come up with 1 down. Philbrick starts him with a strike right over the outside part of the plate. Chris Rodriguez, his brother, the shortstop, is on deck. The 0-1 on the ground to third. Bishop on the run, across the diamond. Great throw in time for out number 2. Ground out to third, 2 down here for Chris Rodriguez. Leads the team in hits, Kyle.
Well, we'll hopefully increase that lead here with this at bat, but I got to give Weare first baseman credit. He has been
Ryder Brown, he's been
very
great today.
good, and I think he's going to be the leadoff hitter, if I remember correctly, for the
It's Desmond Boyle. Oh, for the next inning.
For the next inning.
Yes. Swing and a fly ball to center, not moving much is Pond, and that will do it for the first inning. 3 up, 3 down go both teams as Chris Rodriguez flies out to center. A very quick first inning here in Game 2. 0-0. When we come back, it'll be time for inning number 2. Stick around. Top of the second inning for Ryder Brown. He'll lead things off for Weare. As Rodriguez got a line out, a fly out, and a ground out. In the top of the first inning, he comes back to the mound for the top of the second, and he starts Brown with a ball outside.
Ryder had a very quiet, good game in game number 1. His defense obviously has been his best part, but he did have an RBI single with 2 outs, able to put the...
He flies this towards the left side. Solis running for it. Rodriguez can't get there, and it lands in fair territory. No man's land. Nobody could get to that one, and that's a leadoff single for Ryder Brown.
Well, not really what Ryder was hoping for, but it works at the same time, Zach.
When you're hot, you're hot.
You just got to take it while you can, and, well, he's got himself a 2-game hitting streak now, and we'll see what the first base runner of the game can do here.
Oh, wow, that could have been dangerous. Alex threw over to Elkins, hit off his glove, and then hit off the umpire. So that could have been a free base. Here's Andrew Hunton, who plays right field. He caught almost every game for Sweeney last year. Never saw him play a different position. That's off of Malone's glove, and that's a free base. Back-to-back balls Alex has thrown that have hit off of a glove. Ryder will take second, and it was a strike to Hunton, too. You get 2 catchers that have not played varsity level baseball at the high school level yet. He gets back. As the throw was good, too. Alex not really being helped out here.
Will Henderson now the third base coach here for this game after doing all the catching or the umpiring behind the plate in the first game.
That one up and in, and it's 1-1.
With a 1-1 count.
Runner on second. Yep, in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Down.
Now, I did have a chance to ask about the glove here, Zach, this cotton candy catcher's glove, and it makes him stand out. It has a different coloring. It's not the, it wouldn't work in college because you got to have your glove be the match your team colors. But for the time being here in Legion Baseball, it is acceptable to be used and certainly makes him stick out as we'll look forward to seeing this glove be used a lot in this game.
Paints the corner, and it's 2-2.
And kind of zoom in here and kind of show you, ladies and gentlemen.
2-2 to Andrew Hunton. With Brown on second. Rodriguez comes set, comes home. And he just missed the corner, and it's 3-2.
Obviously, first base is open if need be.
2-2 from Alex. He comes set, and he comes home. Here's the pitch. And he walked him with a pitch up high, and the inning will continue with nobody out. First and second, nobody out for Hayden Pond, who hit off in the lead off in the last game. And he'll come up first and second, no one out.
Yeah, they must have been impressed with him to drop him this far in the lineup or just give him a little bit more of a ability to catch his breath more.
I think they wanted Bogle in that leadoff spot more than anything. They put him there. He squares, he bunts, it's down. They'll get the out at first. So the sacrifice bunt will move Brown to third and Hunton to second.
Well, now all it takes is a sac fly, and you at least get a run, if not more. But certainly hoping to hit the ball still as number 3. Looks at his wrist guard.
Here's Lasovsky, who does the catching in game 2. Second and third, 1 out. We'll see if they bunt again. Fouled right back for strike 1.
That was up by the hands. That that does not feel nice, Zach.
No, it
Wood
certainly
bat
does
or
not.
not.
Alex could use a strikeout, pop out, something that can't move a runner here. 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Blocked by Malone. Good move here there by the young Malone to keep the runner at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Lasofsky. One ball, 1 strike from Rodriguez with 2 on and 1 out. Alex trying to keep this game 0-0 here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Caught the corner. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Travis Lasofsky.
1 pitch away, Zach, from what you were hoping for, which is it would be a strike 3.
Rodriguez comes set. Runner dancing at third. On the ground. Back to Rodriguez. He'll look the runner back. Get the out at first.
And
the
now
runner's hung up at second. And they're going to get a run in because the throw goes to left field. 1-0 Weare. 2-0 Weare. How does that happen?
Unfortunately, Zach, I had the camera focused more on the runners and not where the throw is going to go. And to see them able to come across as a tough spot right here with the Sweeney, thought that they're going to get out of a jam here. Nice 1-3 ground ball, but now an error has brought in 2 runs. And
Hunton got hung up at third and the throw to second, which you run that runner back and you don't have any issues. That's up and in. Now Ryan Nagel looking to extend the inning with 2 outs as 2 runs score on a throwing error from Chris Elkins at first base. 2 unearned runs for Alex Rodriguez. Here he comes, the 1-0. On the corner. It's tough for an umpire to make those calls when the ball isn't caught.
yeah, you don't expect it to pop out of the mitt like that.
1-1. That's up high. Rodriguez comes home, waving a miss from Nagel, and it's 2-2. Jason Bishop, the third baseman's on deck with 2 outs here. 2-0 Weare after a throwing error at first base. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt, and the count runs full. Alex throwing a lot of pitches through these first 2 innings. Giving up just 1 hit. Full count. Got him looking, and that will end the inning. So Sweeney with a little bit of momentum now after the strikeout, but it's 2-0 Weare after the throwing error at first base. When we come back, due up will be Isaiah Solis, Brendan Shipe, and Will Sloper. Stick around for the bottom of the second. Isaiah Solis will lead off the bottom of the second inning against Chase Philbrick and take strike 1. Senior from Memorial's class last year, one of the 3 captains, me being the other one, alongside Ben Malu. That one's going to bounce and leaving the count up at 1-1.
Isaiah had a phenomenal season on the mound, just did not sometimes get the necessary runs to help him get some victories, but he was a strong player both on the field, on the mound, and with his bat.
That one's up there for strike 2.
Disagrees with that, as you can hear his teammates saying, not you.
It looked good. Here's the 1-2. Philbrick looking to put Solis away to start this inning with a hesitation move on the mound and a pop foul.
I didn't like that at all, Zach. That's...
Yeah, why not? Mix up your delivery. Try to make him off balance. I always like the idea of changing your tempo on the mound as much as you change where you throw your pitches. Solis fouls that away and stays alive. Isaiah did not strike out much for Memorial, I can tell you that. Probably had the least amount of strikeouts. If anything, he's going to make you work on defense. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Solis. Philbrick coming home. And he missed, and it's 2-2. Philbrick to Solis to start the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss, and the count will run full.
He must have 20/20 vision, Zach. It is impressive to see what he is able to see, to hit, to
Sweeney, yeah.
try not to strike out.
Sweeney could really use a leadoff guy on here. Here's the pitch to Solis. into right center field. Running over is Hunt, and he will make the catch and fall on his legs. A great catch by Andrew Hunton. 1 out.
Well, it would have been a nice gap shot, just stayed in the air too long. It's a very thick air today with the humidity all around, and just did not get the hit that he wanted. So we'll see what they can do with 1 down here, as Sweeney still trying to get their first base runner of the game.
Here's Shipe, the right fielder. 1 out against Chase Philbrick. Right on the corner, inside for ball 1.
That cut back so nicely.
Yeah.
There's only so much that Brendan could really do.
Here's Shipe. That's right there for strike 1.
That's strike 2, actually.
No, 1-1. First pitch was inside.
Umpire's throwing me off here.
Here's the pitch from Philbrick. That hit him, and Shipe is aboard with 1 out.
Well, hopefully he's all right there. Kind of caught the backside, and, well, that's one way to get your first base runner of the game is hit by a pitch.
Shipe will walk along the baseline, and he will be aboard with 1 out.
Umpire kind of checking on first base, make sure.
Here's Sloper now. Struck out twice and flown out and flew out in game 1. 1 out with Shipe on first. We'll see if they send him. Shipe is fast. Brendan's got a good lead at first. Here's the pitch home. Sloper swings and misses for strike 1.
1 down, so this could be a nice spot. If could work as a sacrifice if Will's able to connect here or do more. Right field is looking very appealing here.
Philbrick to Sloper. Tips it foul. Now he's down 0-2. Labiosa on deck. Shipe on first base after being hit by Chase Philbrick. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Sweeney dropped game 1 of the doubleheader 7-1 to this post-65 Weare team. Philbrick, the 0-2 now against Sloper. And he'll fight it off foul, and the at-bat will continue.
Well, both Will and also we saw out of Isaiah battling here, and I love to see it. It's just a matter of can they get some wins out of these battles.
Not wanting to go down easy. 0-2 to Sloper. Philbrick comes set. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out swinging. Sloper goes down by way of the K again, and there's 2 outs with Shipe on first.
Yeah.
Labiosa's first plate appearance of the day.
Well, Lennox has always been fun to watch here.
Throw over, Shipe gets back safely. They made that look close. That was a good throw.
Yeah, I didn't even have time to react with the camera. I was watching with my eyes, and what a pickoff move there, but good job by Shipe to get back.
Philbrick's pitch home. Late on that is Lennox.
Another one of your seniors. How many did you have again? 6?
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, you had 6 because you had one that didn't play too much, but you still was a senior.
0-1 to Lennox. Good block by Lasovsky. He went way over there to keep that in front of him and keep Shipe at first. You know how important every single base is.
You know, kind of looking around the Weare squad and different pants for many of the players.
Yeah, that's strange. 1-1 coming from Philbrick. Swing and a miss. Lennox down 1-2 in the count with 2 outs. Shipe on first here in the bottom of the 2nd. 2-0 Weare. Chase Philbrick looking to retire yet another Sweeney member, and that's going to be a throw over, not close.
Why not just check on him?
It's all about routine for Philbrick. Some guys like to just throw over regardless. Looking to put away Labiosa with 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 coming. And he strikes him out looking, and that'll do it for the 2nd inning. So Sweeney leaves a runner on. Labiosa goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chase Philbrick. When we come back, it'll be time for the top of the 3rd as Weare will have Jaden Bishop and then the top of their order due up. Stick around. Weare leads 2-0 over Sweeney. Weare third baseman Jaden Bishop will lead things off here in the top of the third for post 65 as they lead 2-0 against Alex Rodriguez and Sweeney post number 2. And the third inning is underway with a ball upstairs.
The sun slowly starting to set to the west here, Zach, is going to make things a lot easier for all these players to be able to read the ball better, as the sun has been blinding for the past hour or so.
Not easy at first base with that sun directly in your eyes when you're looking at third. That's going to be a strike that
you know very well.
I do know very, very well. Tough for a young guy like Elkins over there at first with the sun right in his face. 1 ball, 2 strikes coming to Jaden Bishop. Rodriguez looking for his second strikeout. Just a little bit outside, and it's 2-2.
Weare squad has been very patient here. I got to give them credit. Throughout this day, the
count is full. Rodriguez cannot have a leadoff walk here. And he puts him away, strikes him out swinging. Bishop goes down by way of the K. 1 out here in the top of the third.
Well, that's exactly what A-Rod needs right there, is little A able to get the K. And now we'll see what he can do with the left-handed hitting.
Desmond Bogle takes strike 1. He lined out to Chris Rodriguez to start the game at shortstop. And now down 0-1 in the count, Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. That'll miss. Another one popping out of the glove behind the plate. One from Rodriguez. Down the line. Out of play.
Slicer makes his way to the empty bullpen.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez, can he get another strikeout? That'll miss. 2-2. 2-2 to Bogle. Rodriguez popped up left side. This could be trouble. No man's land. It is caught by Timothy Evans. What a catch by Evans in left field. 2 outs.
Wow, oh wow. We have seen some great web gems out there from left field from Sweeney today, and was not expecting that one there from Tim, and he is able to get that second out the hard way with a great dive.
What a play. And that hits off of Alex and into left center field. That can't feel good, and that is a 2-out hit for Chase Philbrick, who smokes the ball. You got to hope he's okay.
Yeah, we're kind of looking at him. The umpires are coming out to check on him. The coach is coming out, and he just wants that ball back as he is frustrated that got past him. And, you know, it seems like it hit his heel from what he is saying here to the umpire here. And, you know, just want to make sure that he's okay. Maybe they'll give him a chance to throw some warm-ups just to be safe.
Where did that get him? I was writing on my score sheet. I look up, and the ball's already off of him. I could hear it hit him from the microphone.
Yeah, I hit him in the heel area, so that's why he doesn't seem to be in too much pain. And either way, a 2-out single here from Weare, and they are looking to...
Philbrick crushes the ball. If there's anyone that I wouldn't want drilling me, it's him.
And obviously, pitcher respect is not where he was trying to aim, so...
Two down here for Williams, who grounded back to Alex, which caused the weird throw into the outfield, which scored their 2 runs. He takes a first pitch strike. That's not what happened. That was not him. That was in the second inning. My fault. Throw over. He's there. Complete misinformation there on my part. He was not the one. That was Travis Lasofsky. It's Aiden Williams here, down 0-1 with 2 out.
Fake news, Zach.
Yes.
Fake news.
My apologies.
Williams, though, a busy day here.
1 ball, 1 strike from Alex. Here's the pitch. 2-1. They are working his pitch count. I'll check what it is. Will I get it loaded on my phone, or will the inning be over first? We'll see. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aiden Williams. The base runner is Chase Philbrick after he lined one off of Alex's leg. 2-1. Into left field. Coming on is Evans. Can he get there again? No! And it's going to get by and roll all the way to the wall. Philbrick being waved around. Evans can't get to the ball.
It's gone through the net, Zach, so we'll see what they decide. I think it's going to be a ground rule double.
I think they're going to send him back.
Both runners would have to go back to second and third, as the runner would not have been able to score. So a huge spot right there for Sweeney that could help them out a lot, is that went through the net, and the manager wants to discuss things, but I was watching it, as you saw on the screen right there, and yeah, it went through the netting, which is out of play.
Supposed to throw their hands up, as Rodriguez is at about 45 pitches.
Nothing, no arms were thrown up in the air. It was a very strange spot to see, and that's why he's the battle. He won't win another one here, Zach, as Coach Pelletier is trying his best, as wants to make sure that all the things go his way, but
still 2 outs here for Sweeney with Ryder Brown at bat. They could extend their lead, but Alex can only they need just 1 more out to get out of this inning.
The lights start to click on here.
That's going to miss for ball 1. Yeah, you can't. If you're Mason Malone, nothing can come out of your glove. Got to be as clean as possible here as the lights are on at Gill Stadium, as the sun's still shining. Here's the 1-0. Up the middle and a base hit. Great piece of hitting from Brown. 1 run will score. Play at the plate. Safe. Scoring is Williams.
Big hit right there from the first baseman.
Some confusion. All right, well, I don't know what that was. A dramatic recreation of the event, as I don't even know anymore. An RBI double, or single from Brown. He advanced on the throw, makes it 4-0. Big hit there from Brown. And a ball to Hunt. There's a good throw home by Sloper.
It really was.
Made it competitive.
Love that kid's arm. He is so strong with that arm of his. Just was not able to get that down in time.
Right on the corner, and it's 2-1. Here to Andrew Hunton.
Deep sigh from Andrew.
Looking to get out of this inning is Alex Rodriguez. Hit into right field. Shipe is under it for out number 3. And Sweeney finally gets out of this top of the 3rd inning, where Weare saw a 2-run single from Ryder Brown extend their lead to 4-0. Sweeney will have Chris Elkins, Mason Malone, and Timothy Evans up at the bottom of the 3rd inning. When we come back here on Channel 16, Weare up 4-0 on Sweeney. Sweeney first baseman Chris Elkins will lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd against Chase Philbrick. And that one right over his head for ball 1. Not a very competitive pitch there from Philbrick against the Sweeney leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 3rd.
Excited to see what Chris can do. He's the future of Memorial here, and getting a chance to play here on Sweeney Post will give him more experience and make him a better player. So,
wave and a miss. It's 1-1. Face some high competition when you're playing Legion baseball.
Size reminds me of like a Gavin Courier.
That'll drop low, and it's 2-1. Philbrick coming home, the 2-1 to Chris Elkins. Late on it, 2-2.
Well, just crossed the 8 o'clock hour, Zach, so that means we have been here for 4 hours in game number 2.
And that's right there, and he got him looking. 1 out. Elkins goes down, and that's strikeout number 4 for Chase Philbrick. And here's Mason Malone.
He's doing a really good job of, what is that, 3 in a row, I want to say?
Yeah, that's 3 straight Ks. Philbrick is on it. And here's Malone.
Look at his Now, I mean, we talked about his glove. Now look at the bat, Zach.
That's right there for strike one.
That is a bright yellow bat right there.
Bats look cooler when you hit with them. That's what I tell the kids I coach.
Well, we'll see if he can hit with it for sure. A little late on that swing, though.
0-2. I'll tell him $500 bat doesn't fix a $1 swing. Bats look cooler when you hit with them. That's what I say. Here's the 0-2 to Malone. And he goes down swinging for the 4th straight strikeout.
And there's a
Chase
reason
Philbrick.
why he was certainly high up there on the John Stark General team this year.
Oh, yeah.
Making their way to the semifinals. I mean, with a strong, 4 straight pitches that have been strikes.
We'll see if he can get a 3-strikeout inning against Timothy Evans, who made a great catch. That's a strike. Made a great catch in left field to get Desmond Bogle out last inning, and then single, double, single resulted in what is now a 4-0 lead for Weare. That's up and in.
Didn't appreciate that.
Like the first ball Philbrick thrown in like 3 batters. 1-1 coming here to Evans. See if he can at least put something in play for Sweeney. Bounces before the plate for ball 2.
That was weird. It went right through the catcher and hit off the umpire. And you can see that they're kind of giving themselves a little bit of a fist bump there, as that probably did not feel nice. But they have shin guards for a reason, I suppose, right?
Oh, yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike to Timothy Evans. He's right there for strike 2.
Zach, you have all the equipment now at this point? Shin guards?
Oh, yeah. I get all the equipment when I'm behind the plate, that's for sure. Here's the 2-2. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight Ks for Chase Philbrick and a 3-strikeout inning for post 65. How about that? They'll have Hayden Pond, Travis Lasofsky, and Ryan Nagel 2 up in the top of the 4th when we come back here on Channel 16. Center fielder Hayden Pond will lead things off here in the top of the 4th inning for post 65 as Alex Rodriguez stays on the mound for Sweeney in a 4-0 deficit. As the 4th inning begins with a line shot down the line over Coach Pelletier at third for a foul ball.
I mean, he didn't even try to make a play on that, Zach.
He just hit the deck.
He just hit the deck. I understand that he has probably seen more foul balls his way than we have in our life. But
it's going to be another one fouled back, and it's 0-2.
Well, I guess I should probably warn the first base coach that it probably might be coming his way now.
Pond just going right for his coaches.
I mean,
they dropped him down in the order, and now he's going to try to hit them.
Revenge, karma is a tough thing, and we'll see where he goes with this.
Rodriguez looking to put him away, misses outside.
It would have been hit to the outside too.
Yeah. 1-2 from A-Rod. That one hit well to left field, but Evans coming right on it. He dropped it. That looked like an easy play, and he moved in too far, and the ball beat him. So an error on Tim Evans, who made a great play last inning, and the leadoff hitter aboard in Hayden Pond.
That's a tough one right there, Zach. You mark that as an error?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was in his glove. It hit him in his glove. He came right on it, and it came out of the glove.
And this Weare squad, you give them a chance, and they take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
And we'll see what the speed at first can do.
Hayden Pond goes. Pitch is in there for a strike. Malone's throw is not in time.
I'm waiting to see as he had his hand where the base should be, which is a unique way of doing things instead of holding on to the bag. But either way, a stolen base, and Weare at this point, they got to have at least 8 on the day.
A lot. They've only been caught stealing because the kid came off the bag. Here's Lasofsky. Swinging a fly ball foul, and it's 0-2.
Just made it up here on the rooftop.
With the defensive blunder Sweeney has had today, Alex could use a punch-out. He could use a punch-out anywhere, but here could help specifically. He got one. He got a swing and a miss there from Lasofsky. 1 out.
And he was very agitated with himself as swinging at that bad pitch. But Alex able to mow him down and get that out right there. So we'll see if he can keep this runner stranded at second base.
It's Ryan Nagel, who was the second baseman. He takes one off the plate for ball one. Jaden Bishop is on deck, one out, with Hayden Pond on second base. Rodriguez comes set and comes home. Here's the pitch. Beautiful looking breaking ball, and it's 1-1. One to Nagel. Here it is. Blocked by Malone. Runner going to third, and the throw will not be made. Great dirt ball read by Hayden Pond, and the error, the unearned runner, is now at third base in a 2-1 count with one down in a 4-0 ball game. It shows, like you said, Kyle, they take advantage of the mistakes made by the other team.
Now all it takes is a sacrifice fly.
Falling right back at us, and will fly back down to the turf. 2-2. It's a big strike there by Alex. And I'll say it again, he could use another strikeout. Up and in, and the count runs full.
Alex slid on the mound there as his footing gave out, and that's why that pitch was not where he had hoped it could be. And hopefully gets that squared away is certainly not what he was meaning to throw.
Here's the 3-2, and he walked him. Ball 4 to Nagel. He'll take first base, which pretty much means he's going to take second base. 14 is hitting for 31, so it will be Joey Dykstra coming off to hit for Jaden Bishop.
Not sure if there's any relation to Lenny, but obviously Dykstra's with the Philadelphia Phillies back in the early 90s was a big player here, and now we'll see what Dykstra can do here coming in as a substitution here for this Weare squad.
Pinch hitter Joey Dykstra with one out here in the top of the fourth inning as Sweeney has runners, as Weare has runners on the corners. Sweeney trails 4-0, and it could be more here with Joey Dykstra at bat. Starts him with a strike. Runner stays at first base.
Surprising there. We've seen this Weare squad moving on the bases left and right.
Runner goes, pitches inside. Didn't hit him. It looked like it might have from here, but just an inside ball one. Second and third and one out for Weare.
That was, I actually thought it had hit him, Zach.
I did too. Wave and a miss. He was way behind on that. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joey Dykstra.
I think he was trying to send that ball back to Weare from that swing.
1-2. He strikes him out. 2 down, and that was a much-needed strikeout for Rodriguez. Back to the top of the order with Desmond Bogle.
But again, it's a tough spot. You still got runners just 90 to 180 feet away from scoring, and got to keep himself in line here to get the third out.
Starts him with a strike. Bogle is lined out and flied out to left field. That was the great play made by Evans. The unearned run is Pond at third. Wave and a miss for strike 2. And Rodriguez now starting to feel himself in this groove. Trying to keep it a 4-0 deficit. Looking to leave 2 runners on. Here's the 0-2 to Bogle. Fought off.
Makes it up on the rooftop and gonna end up over by the entrance area. So that had some nice velocity to that, but
here's the pitch. Up the middle. Oh, he caught it! He caught it right on his body. He didn't even catch it with his glove. That can't feel good. He still made the play. It drilled him right in the stomach area. He didn't get any glove on it. Nonetheless, what a job by Alex Rodriguez getting out of that jam. Boyle lines out, and they strand Pond at third and Nagel at second. When we come back, it'll be Alex Rodriguez leading off. Hopefully he'll be okay. We'll see if they hit for him or not. Nonetheless, 2-3-4 up for Sweeney when we come back in the bottom of the fourth inning. After getting drilled on a line drive but making the catch on the mound, Alex Rodriguez will stay in the game and will lead off the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, it took a little while. He finally had to get himself, with less pain, I suppose, and able to still be strong enough to get up here and try him to hit here, and takes the first pitch as a strike.
Trying to find out, there's a new shortstop now. Williams has gone to third. Here's the 0-1 to Rodriguez. He will ground this over the pitcher's head. Coming in is Nagel. Play made at first base. Great job by Ryan Nagel coming in to get Rodriguez out. But finally, not another strikeout.
Yeah, getting the bat on the ball is always a nice thing, and looks like number 14 is the new shortstop.
That's
is that Dykstra?
Joey Dykstra. Yes, sir, it is.
He looked like he was fooled with his bat. It seems like his fielding is going to be the most important part with a 4-0 lead.
Rodriguez late on that first pitch. Swings and misses for strike one. He flied out to center field back in the first inning. Here's Chris. Take strike two.
Sun going behind the clouds now finally as we are ready for sunset here at 8:31.
Great time for sunset. 8:31.
8:31.
Sunset. I'll take a sunset at 8:30 any day. Not 4:30.
Yeah, I know.
1-2 to Chris Rodriguez. He put him away. Another strikeout for Chase Philbrick. He has been wheeling and dealing and dominating this Sweeney lineup. The hardest hit ball of the day for Sweeney was this guy right here, Solis. And it ended up being caught by Andrew Hunton in right field.
Well, we didn't really give a player of the game for the first game, but right now seems like Chase might be in the lead here to get player of the game as a very questionable strike one called for Isaiah, who just looked back and just like, are you serious?
The 0-1 from Philbrick. Almost hit him. And now it's 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Isaiah Solis in a 1-1 count against Chase Philbrick. And the best matchup of the day. Here's the 1-1. Late on it and fouls it out of play. We won't see that again, and it's 1-2. 7 strikeouts for Chase Philbrick. The man at bat now does not strike out much, but could really put a dagger through the heart of Sweeney in any hopes they have of trying to get some momentum here if he is going to strike out somehow. 1-2 from Philbrick. He slows down the delivery and throws it in front of the plate for ball 2. A lot of dramatics for a pitch that doesn't even reach the plate. On the plus side, if you were to somehow get him to swing and miss at that,
he would have been on first safely.
Yeah. Here's the 2-2. Up the middle, and the first hit of the game for Sweeney Post comes from Isaiah Solis in a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Well, finally able to get contact and send it the right direction there for Isaiah. And we missed him in the first game. We're glad to have him here for the second game. And now we'll see if they can get things going here with Brendan Shipe now.
Trying to keep it going for Shipe. 2 outs. Shipe was hit back in the second inning. Philbrick will step off here after giving up his first hit. He's got 7 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 1 hit. That's right there to Shipe. It's not crazy to call Isaiah Solis the only dangerous hitter in this Sweeney lineup. He's been the only one to get a hit today in Game 2. 0-1 to Brendan Shipe. Down the line, but way out of play. A long strike, and it's 0-2.
nearly hit the tractor over there with Shipe. You know, that would have cost the city of Manchester another $1,000 or so after last week's police cars, fire trucks, ambulance all being hit here.
Here's the 0-2 to Shipe from Philbrick. He just missed inside, and up is what the umpire says. It's 1-2. Looked good. Looked like number 8. Will we get number 8 from number 8? 1-2 to Shipe. Up and in. Nearly hit him again. Will Sloper on deck. 2-2 is the count to Brendan Shipe. Solis on first, Philbrick coming set. He's still waiting for his pitch. Now he comes together. Here's the 2-2 to Brendan Shipe. Strikeout number 8 for Chase Philbrick. It's too easy for him.
Well, Weare with the 4-0 lead here as we've played 4 innings, and we'll see what type of part of the lineup they have here, Zach, as we head to the top of the 5th.
It'll be Philbrick leading off with Aiden Williams and Ryder Brown after him. Stick around. It'll be time for the top of the 5th inning when we come back here on Channel 16. Rodriguez, first pitch of the inning is in there. Strike 1 to Chase Philbrick, who has had 8 strikeouts on his side of the mound. Here's the 0-1. Coming from Rodriguez as Pierre Mendez has taken over in left field. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, a lot of confusion for us here in the press box in between innings.
It looked like they were going to change guys on defense, and then they moved them back. That's strike 2.
We had Jaden Rodriguez run into first base and did some warm-ups and then went back out, back into the dugout. So kind of a wild turn of events there.
1-2 from Rodriguez. Philbrick takes one up and in, and it's 2-2. Labiosa remains at second. Solis and Rodriguez are at third and short. Got him looking. Backwards K goes Philbrick for the first out.
Rodriguez like, you might have 8 Ks, but I got you now. That's a big first out right there. Especially since we weren't sure if he was going to be able to return.
On the ground, off of Alex's hand. It's another one that hits him. Chris's throw! Not in time. He almost made the play, as that's another one that hits off of Alex on the mound. That's the 3rd one to hit him. That's almost unheard of.
And you got to wonder if he had not touched it, had that been an easy 6-3 instead of a 1-6-3. But goes as a hit either way.
You got to want the ball regardless. I would never be upset for someone going for the ball. The new batter is Ryder Brown, and he hits this to right center field. Coming in is Sloper, and it's going to drop. Runner trying to go to third. The throw is cut off from Chris Rodriguez. Great base running there from Aiden Williams. He'll advance to third on that single from Ryder Brown. And the inning will continue with 1 out. Runners on the corners now for Andrew Hunton.
And Ryder Brown, again, another hit in this contest. And this kid is just doing all the little things for Weare. And it's kind of been impressive to see.
And it's definitely been impressive to see. Here's Hunton. 1 down, runners on the corners. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses, and it gets away from Malone, and that's a free base there for Ryder Brown. So now he's in scoring position with 1 out for Andrew Hunton, who scored in the second, and then flew out to right field. That's fouled away, right back at us, and it's 1-1.
Giving him a sign here.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I heard that too, Zach. So
here's the pitch. 1-2. Good spot there from Alex. Could be a big punch out here for Sweeney. Second and third, 1 out. Hunton grounds this to the right side. That'll bring in a run. Labiosa will get the out at 1. 5-0. RBI from Andrew Hunton. Sacrifice ground out for out number 2.
And now still with 2 outs, though. Runner just 90 feet away from padding their lead more. They won by 6 in the first game, and now could possibly be up by 6 here in the second game.
Here's Pond. Tips that into the mid of Malone for strike 1. 5-0 ball game here in the top of the 5th. Sweeney trails to Weare, as they lost 7-1 in game 1. Pond. That gets away from Malone. Here comes the run. He is in there, and it's 6-0. On a pass ball from the catcher Mason Malone. Aiden Pond now in a 1-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on base.
Tough spot right there. You just did not want that ball to get past Malone. Obviously it did, and now with 1-1 count.
Tapped foul, and it's 1-2.
So, see if he can get the first out with a K and the third out with a K here to get through this inning.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Alex on the mound with 2 outs, looking to get out of this top of the 5th inning. It's now 6-0 Weare. Here's the pitch. He struck him out swinging. Another K for Alex Rodriguez.
But the damage has been done for the inning here as Weare able to put 2 more up on the board, Zach.
It'll be Sloper going to lead off the bottom of the 5th when we come back here from Gill Stadium. It's 6-0, post 65. Will Sloper going to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning here for Sweeney. Chase Philbrick will stay on the mound. He's got 8 strikeouts going up against Sloper, who has struck out a lot today.
First pitch swinging, though. Will certainly has a great swing, though. When he does connect, it goes a long ways, and his fielding is so good.
That will get away from Lasovsky for ball 1.
And he's a gamer. You know, he shows up. He does all the intangibles that you like, but just sometimes.
1-1 on the ground, right side. Brown coming on, will flip to Philbrick for out number 1.
Well, again, hitting it to Ryder is not a good spot to do, as we have seen time and time again. This first baseman is Pac-Man right now. He's eating things up every time they're hit his way or thrown his way.
Here's Labiosa, who's also struck out today. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Gets a called strike.
Into the second hour of this contest here, Zach.
Been a long one. We're only in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to get away, 1-1.
Started off so quick, the first inning, 8 minutes. But now it seems like Weare has started to wear down Sweeney Post. See what I did there?
I like it. Labiosa will take that on the corner, and it's 1-2 to Labiosa, the second baseman. We'll see if now they make the defensive changes. Here's the pitch. Philbrick looking for another K. And he's got it. He strikes him out swinging. 2 outs.
And the amount of times he's just gone 1, 2, 3 is impressive here for pitching, to get Ks. It's obviously he's trying to get number 10 right now, but you know they got a 2-out hit last inning. We'll see if they can do it again here.
This is Chris Elkins, the first baseman, with 2 outs. He struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. And that's a first pitch strike from Philbrick. Philbrick ready. Here's the 0-1. Swings and misses on a pitch that bounced before the dirt, and it's 0-2.
Well, what do you do here for Philbrick? Are you going to go with a fastball? You already got him fooled on 2 straight pitches.
I'd throw him high. Try to get a chase pitch. Here it comes. Didn't get him to chase.
Impressive to see that he just held off on that after swinging at the pitch before, but I think baseball minds, you know that they're going to get you chasing.
He got him looking. That's number 10. And Elkins goes down looking for the second time today. 3 up, 3 down goes Sweeney. We'll see if they end up making defensive substitutions defensive substitutions when we come back. Top of the 6th. It's 6-0 post 65. Brendan Shipe on the mound here for Sweeney Post as the top half of the 6th inning commences with a pitch, a high pop-up. Elkins coming in on it. He will make the catch. He is now in right field. Isaiah Solis goes to first. Chris Rodriguez goes to third. Alex Rodriguez goes to short. Brendan Shipe goes to the mound. 1 pitch, 1 out. As that was Lisofsky. 1 down.
Yeah, a lot of changes there. We didn't even have time to do it after that first pitch.
Here's Nagel with 1 out. And that is going to be up and in for ball 1. Brendan, no walks, no hit by pitches. If they hit you, they hit you. That's what you're in this game for. And a hack and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Great to see Brendan. He kind of showed up a few minutes late here for the pregame.
Swing and a miss from Nagel, and it's 1-2.
But to see him pitch in this game, second game in a row of this doubleheader he's been in, and, he's looked very good through the first 5 pitches.
Not there. 2-2. Shipe coming home. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, and the count runs full.
Good eye right there. Seeing it, not going for it.
Full count with 1 down. Here's the pitch. Nagel from Shipe. It's ball 4, and he put him on. A walk with 1 out.
Did we jinx him right there, Zach?
Maybe.
We talked too nicely about him, and then he...
Well, we're not going to talk bad about him.
Well, that's fair.
Here's Joey Dykstra with 1 out.
Well, Joey got fooled the first time up to bat, pinch hitting, and we'll see if he can try a little different this time.
That's up. Ball 1.
It's even tougher for Dykstra. His second time up to bat, second different pitcher he's had to face, too.
It's true. Nagel, the base runner at first after an out with a 1-out walk. That one popped out of play, and it's 1-2. Excuse me, and it's it should be. It's 1-1 now to Joey Dykstra.
Scoreboard operator doing all that he can over there.
Shipe's 1-1 pitch coming to Joey Dykstra. Throw over. In there safely is Nagel. Everything Nagel. Cinnamon raisin Nagel.
Boy, you can pulling them out. You've been holding on to those for some time. I can see.
I just thought of it. Rocket up the middle, past the diving Labiosa, and a 1-out single. Nice piece of hitting from Dykstra. Nagel will go to second. Dykstra aboard. 2 on. For Desmond Bogle. Nah. They have a Bogle and a Nagel. No Bagel on their team.
Well,
they have 2 Bogles.
We'll see what type of damage they can do here.
Bogle up, 1 out. First and second for Weare. They have a 6-run lead. Shipe steps off and will come back onto the rubber.
I don't know how that missed, but it was certainly a very slow pitch here that no interest in hitting on from Bogle.
1-0 to Bogle. First and second for Shipe. 1 out. Swing and a foul tip. That always, you'd think the runners are always like, oh, I'm going to run. Oh, and then I got to go back. It's like trying to steal second, and then there's a foul ball hit, and you just got to run all the way back.
Well, the way that, Catch went to go get that ball, it almost seemed like a fast ball, but that's why the umpires got a little louder there to say, no, it's a foul.
Another foul ball down the line, 1-2. Bogle down in the count. Shipe could use a ground ball. Hopefully a double play can be turned here by Sweeney.
They're set up for it.
Here's the 1-2. Shipe going to come set, and here's the pitch to Desmond Bogle. Nope, never mind.
Please hold that suspense here.
1-2 coming. Shipe, and that's going to get blocked by Malone, and it's 2-2. Long at-bat here from Desmond. First and second, 1 out.
bike week happening this week with the motorcycles going past.
Popped up. Collie couldn't make the play. And everyone is safe.
What a wild turn of events right there. I thought it was going to possibly be a double play and just not able to come down with the ball as it just floated just far enough beyond the reach of Lennox Labiosa, and you can see he doesn't even want to put his hat back on. He's so frustrated with himself.
A walk and 2 straight hits. Bases loaded, 1 out for Chase Philbrick, looking to add to what's already been a great day for him. Not just in this game, but, you know, he's played well through both of them. Now he's got bases loaded, looking to do some more damage. Shipe looking to get out of the jam. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1.
Well, this would be one way to cement himself as the player of the game with a big RBI right here.
Chop foul. That went right into the post 65 dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Scary how fast those comes off the bat sometimes, Zach.
I've been in the dugout when a ball is whizzed right over my head. Here's the 1-1. Shipe to Philbrick. That's upstairs. Bases loaded. 1 out. Here's the pitch from Shipe. 2-1 to Philbrick. Lined and off the glove of Rodriguez at third. 1 run will score and everyone advances. He couldn't close it.
Philbrick.
What would we rule that?
You got to give it a hit. That was extremely hard off the bat, and only so much that Chris could do as it just hit off his glove. So I'm going to give that an RBI single.
Everyone moves up, bases loaded, 1 out, 7-0 Weare on the ground. Right side, Shipe will take it to the bag himself, allowing another runner to score.
Smart move, just not making sure there no mistakes were there from Shipe and able to get that out, but of course.
A run will score, 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs for Ryder Brown, who has hit the ball very well today. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Another base hit would score some more. That's a nice looking breaking ball for strike 1.
Bringing these runs in would probably make the 7th inning possibly disappear if Sweeney is not able to get some runs.
It's going to miss. The 1-1 to Ryder Brown. Here's the pitch from Brendan Shipe. It bounces in front of the plate. Runner or runners will stay where they are. No advancement. 2-1 to Ryder Brown. Brendan Shipe looking to get out of this, what's been a very, very long top of the 6th inning. Fly out, walk, single, 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 sacrifice, and now Ryder Brown with 2 out. We'll take strike 2. Looked like the umpire was going to ring him up.
I thought the same thing. He was. That was.
He did the old step back, and then he was probably like, wait a minute.
That was an impressive strike 2.
2-2. Brendan looking to get out of the inning. Takes a deep breath and comes home. Foul back.
Hunting on deck here was able to get that foul ball very easily.
Here's the pitch. Shipe will step off. Here's the pitch. Got him looking. Ryder Brown goes down. The 3rd out recorded of the inning. Shipe gets the strikeout. 2 runners will be stranded, and we will head into the bottom of the 6th. 8-0 in favor of Weare post 65. It'll be Malone, Pierre Mendez, and Alex Rodriguez due up in the bottom of the 6th when we come back. Catcher Mason Malone will be the leadoff hitter here for Sweeney in the bottom of the 6th as they trail by 8. Chase Philbrick will remain on the mound and start him with a pitch that he fouls back for strike 1.
Yeah, it looks like we got some movement over there for the or excuse me, for the Sweeney post, as they have someone starting to get warmed up out in the left field side of things.
Looks like Chris Elkins out there in the bullpen. And that'll be strike 2 to Malone.
0-2 count, and he already went down by way of the K.
Looking for 11th strikeout, and he takes it for strike 3, and that's the 11th strikeout for Chase Philbrick.
Yeah, what a day for him. Obviously helping his squad get another victory at this moment in time, and able to go up and get 11 Ks is always, it's got to be a good feeling anywhere you play. I would be happy if I did it in T-ball.
Pierre Mendez will be the batter now with 1 down. Philbrick will start him with a strike on the outside part of the plate. Mendez comes in for Evans. He had been in left field for the last few innings. Here's the 0-1 to Mendez. That's going to be on the inside part of the plate for strike 2.
And Pierre just puts his arms up like, what? I don't even understand. Like, how wide is this strike zone? Pacific Ocean size?
That's going to miss.
Pierre had a chance to quickly chat with him, as you know, he thought he might be able to play some first base in this game, but unfortunately he has not been able to.
And it's smoked into left field, a 2-strike hit for Pierre Mendez.
And that's got to feel good right there. I was hoping to get some playing time and able to capitalize right there on a big 1-out single here. And
just the second hit of the game for Sweeney. Pierre Mendez coming off the bench and cracking one into left field. And here's Alex Rodriguez, who has grounded out twice today to third and to second, as Mendez is the base runner at first with 1 out and time called by the catcher Lasovsky. He'll come talk to Philbrick, who has given up just his 2nd hit of the contest. That was a quick meeting there. Back pick, maybe.
I just was intrigued to think of what could have been like. Hey, we're still good. Or does he, are
they going to try to pull something here? We'll see. First pitch to Alex with 1 out and Mendez on first. And that's in there for a strike. And he did look like he was going to come up firing, and Mendez went right back to the bag. And now the 0-1. Oh, right up at his face, and he moved away from it, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, you can hear the wows coming from the crowd. That was extremely close, and we never want to see anything like that on Manchester Public Television, and especially when we're live here.
He's been hit so many times on the mound. Here's the 1-1 to Rodriguez. Philbrick coming home. Up the middle, coming in is Pond. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Great to see him connect. Just unfortunately went into the glove in center field. So tough second game here. Is in line to get the L as the pitcher and goes 0 for 3 with his bat. So it'll be fine. It'll be get through.
Here's Chris Rodriguez, 2 down, and time called by Chris.
Very late.
I thought they were calling balk. That's what I thought they were doing.
His last second he put his hand out. But see if that.
2 outs for Chris Rodriguez. Mendez, the base runner, after a 1-out single from him.
I was wondering if that was going to be an inside pitch there after he called a late timeout. Just to make him think again.
0-1 to Rodriguez. Philbrick coming home with 2 outs here in the in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hit a miss. It's been a long game. Is still got another inning left to play.
We're just passing 90 minutes, Zach, in time.
Popped up. Long run for Ryder Brown, who won't get there.
Yeah, I mean, Coach was yelling at him to go get it, Ryder, but there's only so much you can do, Coach. I know I'm tall, I know I'm long, but I can't go, Oh, now the ball's being thrown all around, Zach.
Oh, jeez.
able to get that. Oh, look at the arm there from third base. Love to see it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Philbrick looking to get out of the inning. Rodriguez looking to keep it going. He strikes him out. Another K for Chase Philbrick. And that will end the 6th inning. Sweeney will strand a runner. And Chris goes down swinging. Next up, it'll be Hutton, Pond, and Lasowski due up for Weare, as Chris Elkins will come take the mound for Sweeney Post when we come back in the top of the 7th inning. Andrew Hutton will lead off the top of the 7th. Chris Elkins will take the mound for Sweeney. And Kyle, you got to hope this is a quick inning if you're Sweeney.
Yeah, but with a young pitcher here, we've seen him play all sorts of positions in this game, Zach. But now to see what the JV pitcher can do here.
First pitch will bounce for ball 1.
And we're looking ahead in some ways with Sweeney as they have the next 5 games on the road, Zach, including Friday night. They will be up in Laconia.
That's tomorrow.
Sunday, they will be up in Lebanon. Tuesday, they will be up in Concord.
So they're going to have, that's why Isaiah's not pitching. Jaden pitched in game 1. But, yeah, you're going to save Isaiah for these next couple of games.
Today, obviously, a tough one with a hot doubleheader.
No offensive momentum. Elkins is going to make that play himself and throw over to Solis for out number 1.
Great to see a first out right there from the young pitcher. And obviously, that's a confidence booster right there to be able to come in and get that first out. Right now, with the expected win here from Weare, they will actually jump to 2-1 in the standings, and no one else has 2 wins as of right now.
Lefty, Hayden Pond. That's not Hayden Pond. That's a new batter. This is Adam Boyle. The 0-1 to Boyle. Gonna miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Boyle.
For Weare, they don't play till next Thursday. And you want to guess who they're playing, Zach?
Who are they playing?
Sweeney.
Wow. That's going to miss. They don't even have to worry about pitching, though. They can throw whoever they want.
They can throw Philbrick back out here on next Thursday.
Philbrick.
Oh, Philbrick. I apparently have Philbrick's.
2 balls, 1 strike, 3-1. Just got to get it over the plate.
Hitters count here, Zach. So with an 8-run lead, do you swing or do you just let them figure it out?
Pulling the trigger. That's a strike. Count will run full here to Boyle, who pinch hits for Hayden Pond. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here is the 3-2 coming from Chris Elkins. Nope, they'll step off. It's like every time I set up for something, they always step off.
It's been unreal to see how it has not worked in your favor tonight.
3-2, Elkins. That's pop foul. Up and out of play. The count will stay full. Elkins will try to get him out again.
You know how it is, Zach. You just kind of get it frustrated. You're like, how many times do I have to try to throw to get you out?
And he walks him.
I don't think he realizes it, though. There, now he finally does. Free trip to first base, young man.
You win a free trip to first base.
You got 90 free feet right there.
Number 21, Ben Lebrecq, will come back in the game.
Lebrecq's getting a sign here, so expect some sort of, I'm thinking a bunt right here.
Could be. I don't know why, but why not?
As we kind of wait to See what Gary Noyes has to write down, make sure everything's all up to protocol. See what type of pickoff move he has.
That's a strike.
No bunt attempt there.
This is Ben Lebrecht. One out for Chris Elkins. The base runner is Adam Boyle. That's going to get away from Malone and a free base.
Up to second now.
1 ball and 1 strike to Ben Lebrecht. Finally starting to hear Weare's dugout. They haven't been super loud.
No, they've been very kind of just letting their play do the work.
That's going to be another wild pitch.
So, no traffic going by, no ambulances. It's a very ominous sound right now, Zach. That's just not much going on. We'll try to bring the noise here as make this exciting. 2-1 count, 1 out.
Lebrecht grounds this to second base. It is a wood bat he's using. It'll bring in another run. 9-0.
Well, it still works as a sacrifice, and you know, got to be able to have those moments here, whether you're up 9 runs or you just need a run.
Just got a job done.
And he got the job done. Now with 2 outs. We'll see what.
Elkins with 2 down and a 9-0 deficit. That's going to bounce.
Well, it's great to start this season off, Zach, either way. With
Oh,
this.
yes. It's going to be a very, very fun summer of baseball here on Channel 16, as it always is.
Obviously,
Ryan Boylan is in right field. We forgot to mention that. 1 ball, no strikes coming to Nagel. And another low one.
kind of slid there on his landing foot, so see if he's able to figure that out. He's going to go back to it, so 2 consecutive pitches outside the zone.
Wave and a miss, and it's 2-1.
Comes back strong, though.
I just need 1 more out anywhere. Well, not anywhere, at first base. Here's Nagel. That's going to be ball 3.
They're warning him.
I tell him, I got to be perfect. Don't help him out. Keep the inning going. Elkins trying to end this top of the 7th. He walks him. Well, by the sounds of the post-65 dugout, Joey Dykstra now will come up with 2 outs and a runner on first. That runner being Ryan Nagel, after being allowed a 2-out walk from Elkins. There's strike 1.
Wow. It must have just barely caught the front corner as Joey D was thinking that it was going to hit him.
1 strike to Dykstra. Swinging a foul ball. Now he sort of loses his footing there and his bat.
I think that was more of a, I can't believe I actually swung at that in frustration, as he kind of looked like a goblin there afterwards.
0-2. Can Elkins finally get out of this inning? It's a Dykstra at bat. Here's the pitch. It's up and in.
Yeah, no movement at first here at all on this at bat either. I suppose we've only seen 3 pitches, but
It's just the 5th batter of the inning, but it feels like it's gone a lot longer with all the wild pitches and all that. 1-2. Elkins will step off.
and
I just threw my pen on complete accident.
sometimes you
have one of those days. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
they're not a gripper.
Puts this in the air directly to Labiosa, and he'll make the 3rd out, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Sweeney down by 9. When we come back, it'll be the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Solis, Boylan, and Sloper. We'll see you on the other side for the bottom of the 7th. Sweeney down to their last 3 outs of the day, and it'll be Isaiah Solis who will lead things off against new pitcher Jaden Bishop. He'll take over with a 9-run lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. Post 65 looking to improve to 2-1. As their next game, Kyle, you said, is next Thursday against Sweeney, so they're going to have a long wait till their next matchup. Solis takes ball 1, has one of the 2 hits today for Sweeney.
Yeah, it's always
in this game, not today. That's going to miss.
It's always a weird feeling sometimes with, like, do you load up your season in the early part or do you load up your season in the late part? It seems like Sweeney is loaded up in the front part while Weare.
Up in the air, right field. That one a well-struck ball, but a long run catch made by Andrew Hunton. 1 out.
Yeah, long ways. He obviously knows this field quite well from last year and was able to run that down for a big out number 1. So Isaiah, we look forward to seeing him another day for sure on the mound or with his bat, but just not able to connect as well as he wanted there.
Vashon will pinch hit and take ball 1. He'll hit in Brendan Shipe, Ryan Boylan spot. We'll see if Sloper still hits, and he is the guy on deck. That's going to miss. 2-0. Well, we knew Isaiah wasn't going to look to walk when he got up there. He would rather ground out than walk.
Oh, yeah.
Especially down 9-0, just try to hit the ball hard. The 2-0 to Vashon. Grounds this to shortstop. This is Dykstra. He will make the play.
Well, he maybe didn't have the best day with his bat, but he's still showing that he's still having fun with his glove out here. And now with 2 outs, you'll see what Will can do with his bat.
Sloper looking to keep this going. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th with Sweeney down by 9. Hits the first pitch to second, played on a hop by Nagel, and that will do it. Weare will take this 9-0 and sweep the doubleheader.
Yeah, big day here for Weare, getting these wins and helping their chances to make it to the playoffs here in Legion Baseball. But obviously they'll see what happens next week after this Sweeney Post squad has a chance to play some other teams and have some more team building exercises here. But final score again, 9-0, and for the Sweeney Post squad, 1 run in 2 games is a tough one right there, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't really get anything going offensively at all. And it's tough when you're facing a guy like Chase Philbrick, who wins player of the game for Game 2, with his final line on the mound being 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 12 strikeouts. Just complete domination from the post-65 pitching unit in both games today. So Sweeney's got to figure it out offensively before they head into the next series.
Yeah, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow night when they head up to Robbie Mills Park up there in Laconia to face the Laconia squad at 7 o'clock game under the lights during bike week, Zach. So that's going to be wild to see.
It's going to be a loud one.
And we'll see what happens for the rest of the season here on Manchester Public Television. So for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, my name is Kyle Heath. For Zach Johnson, it's been a pleasure to be with you for all 14 innings as we will look forward to another day here as we look forward to the dog days of summer on Legion Baseball on Manchester Public Television. So long for now. We'll see you again soon.